Open your knees nice and wide apart and just let your upper trunk way down towards the floor. This is child's pose, balasana. This is where we're going to begin our practice today. And this is a resting position. So it could be a position to come back to the breath. It could be a position to just allow yourself to integrate any type of movement or action that you've taken prior to it. This is a place for you to just come back to for that safe feeling. So whenever we're in a more active practice and we feel like we need to come back to the breath, or we feel like our heart rate is just too high, or we feel like we're tired, we always come back to Balasana. And as you keep your arms forward, try and point the palms down, creating this more sense of connection to earth. Maybe you can bring your forehead down towards the floor and just let your upper trunk melt. Start coming in contact to the breath, to the rhythm of the breath. Notice the air as it comes in and how you feel in this position as you breathe in. And then slowly as you release the air and breathe out. Inhale, feel the expansion. The rib cages open out to the side, the belly projects forward. And exhale, we begin to contract the belly, sucking the belly in towards the spine, and we close the rib cage. We breathe in and out. You can hear me properly, yeah? Breathe in and out. Now let's get a nice side body stretch in the left side body. So let's walk the hands over to the right. Stretch that left hand over the right hand. Breathe in and out. Maybe stretch the left hand further out to the right, further on top of the right hand, and really get that side body stretch. One more. And out. And then let's start walking the hands over to the left. Same thing here. Stretch the right arm over the left arm. Keep sending your chest and shoulder down. Try not to create like a twist. Point it down and stretch, stretch, stretch the right hand over the left. Just walking the hand over to the left. One more breath in and out. And then we come back to center. Yeah, we breathe in here. And we breathe out. Let's slide the right hand under the left to get a nice shoulder stretch. Send your left shoulder down as well. And try to keep the forehead down. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Bring your right cheek down onto the floor. As you begin to rise, the left hand up high. Look towards the left hand. Try and keep The left shoulder and the left hand aligned. Yeah, pointing up towards the sky, really rolling that left shoulder back. Yeah, as if you're trying to grab something. From here, you can stay, getting that nice twist starting from the base of the spine. You can circle the left hand behind you towards your right quad. Maybe hold on to that right quad and really open up into the left shoulder. Try and look over that left shoulder and get a nice stretch here. Breathe. Just one more. And then we release. The arm stretches up and over, and then we point the left hand down onto the floor, pointing the elbow up high towards the sky. So place the hand down onto the floor and the elbow up high. Yes. So we're going to push the floor away with the left hand, lengthen the left hand as we open up through the right arm and look over our right shoulder, pointing our right hand up towards the sky. Breathe in here and out. One more. And exhale. We slowly come back down. So stretch the right arm over and the left arm forward. Now we're going to switch sides. So we're going to slide the right hand under the left. Yeah. And bring your forehead down. Breathe. Breathe. And breathe. Then we come back and just place the right hand back. And let's switch sides. Left hand under your right. Point your right shoulder down and bring your forehead down. Stretch that right hand forward. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. One more. Exhale. Bring the left cheek down onto the floor. Rise into that right hand. Try and keep your shoulders aligned, your wrist aligned to the shoulders, your gaze facing up towards the sky. Breathe, pressing that left shoulder down. And then we circle the right hand behind us towards our left quad. Now from here, roll that shoulder out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. And here we go. We release. Stretch up and over. Place the right hand next to your head. Point the right elbow towards the sky. Push the floor away with the right hand as you rise into that left arm. Up and over. Breathe in here. And out. Breathe in. And out. Now stretch that left arm forward. Right arm forward. And here we go again. Slide that left hand under the right. And then we breathe in as we rise. And we place both hands back forward into our balasana. Now we're going to start walking the hands towards the body as we begin to raise our upper trunk. Now stay here, almost as if you're arching your lower back. We're going to play exactly with that. It's almost as if we're going to do a variation of cat-cow. So we're going to round and breathe in. You can come onto the tips of your fingers. And exhale, breathe out, kick the booty back, drop the belly, chest forward, shoulders back. Yes. Inhale as we round, push, 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 push. And exhale. One more. Inhale as we round. And exhale. Beautiful. And we come back to neutral. Slightly bring your knees in. We're going to circle the right hand towards the right, and you can bring it onto the floor, onto the lower back, or onto your ankle. As you circle your left hand in front of you and send your hips forward. Engage your thighs and your glutes together. Just really open up. Breathe in and out. Then let's circle. Send the booty down, back. Circle the left hand. Rise, hips forward, engage your thighs and your glutes. And you can bring your left hand onto the floor, onto your lower back, onto your ankles. Breathe, get that nice stretch. And then we lower one more time on each side. And we rise. And then we lower. And then we switch sides. Beautiful. We come back to center. Just bring your knees slightly in together again. Now we're going to take Ustrasana, camel pose. So we come onto our knees. You can flex the toes if you feel like you need. Squeeze your glutes together. Send the hips forward. Roll your shoulders back. This here is good enough. Notice how you feel in your core, okay? We don't want to extend this too much. Hands can come onto the lower back. Engage the glutes, hips forward, elbows in. And breathe. 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 And breathe. And we slowly return. Hand comes onto your lower back and you rise. Then you lower. Back into child's pose. And just catch your breath here again. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, so stretch your arms forward. Let's take a few undulations. As you press the hands down, we round the spine, round, 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 round. Shoulders align with your wrist. Kick the booty back, send your chest forward, and return. And you can flex your toes here, yeah. Just really play with the spine from the base. We begin to round, round. Shoulders, and we're really pressing here against the floor. Once we get here, we start kicking the booty back, pushing the hands against the floor, sending the booty towards the heel. Make it slow so you really feel the movement through every vertebra. And then we round again. Just two more. And then we kick the booty back, chest forward. We round again. Kick the booty back, chest forward. Now this time we round. Our shoulders go beyond the line of our wrists. We bring the elbows in and let's take Chaturanga with the knees down. From here, breathe and release. Flex your toes here or the balls of your feet down onto the floor. If your feet are flexed, you're going to take the knees off of the floor and push the hands down as your hips lower. We come into this prone position, laying onto our belly, hands next to the rib cage, Bhujangasana. Let's work the lower back. Feet press, lift the upper body, play with taking the hands off of the floor, and then slowly lower. Inhale as we rise. And exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Woo. And exhale, lower. Now we release the hands and we circle the hands behind us. Yes. Now we're taking the shoulders off of the floor. And this time we lift the feet off of the floor, but we try and squeeze the feet together in Shalabhasana. We breathe in, then we lower. We breathe in again. Then we lower. Then we breathe in again. And then we lower. Now this time, Dhanurasana, bend your knees. Now you've just done camel pose, Ustrasana. This is very similar to that pose. Notice we're holding on to the ankles here. Squeeze the thighs together. We're going to create that extension in the spine. So kick your feet towards your hand and pull your feet with your hands as you rise up in your upper body. Breathe. And lower, exhale. 2 more. Kick and rise, breathe in. And lower. Last one. Breathe in. And lower. Release the feet. Hands next to the rib cage. Let's go into our up dog. So push and come up. Breathe in. And on the exhale, let's take down dog. So take the knees off of the floor. If they're on the floor, send the booty up high towards the sky. Now in down dog, push the floor away. Point your index finger slightly out towards the outer edges of the mat. Really push the floor, trying to get the floor away from you as you begin to open up into your shoulder blades. So creating this external rotation to find space in the shoulders, yes. Bend your knees here and try to kick the booty up high. If you need to lift the heels, that's fine. Just want to send the booty up high as if we have this string pulling your booty up towards the skies. Play with bending one knee at a time, taking one heel down at a time, and notice how that feels onto your hamstrings. And switch. From here, undulation. So lift the heels, chin to chest, round forward, and your shoulders align with your wrists. When that happens, slowly lower the hips. Slowly lower the hips. We open up, inhale, and we return on the exhale. And right away, heels touch the ground or go towards the ground. We round forward, breathe in. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, chin to chest, push, round. And exhale, down dog. Just one more, lift the heels, breathe in, round forward. And exhale, lower. Inhale here. And exhale, chin to chest and round. To down dog. Breathe in and out. Okay, now slightly walk your hands closer to your feet, just a little bit, like towards the middle of the mat. Yeah, and we're gonna come into kind of like a squat, but it's not actually a squat. It's almost a squat. So we're bending our knees, pushing the floor away. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to send our right knee down towards the floor as we open the left knee out to the side. Yeah. So right knee down, left knee up. Yeah, stretch the hands forward, send the booty back, open that left knee out to the side. And that's exactly what we're going to start doing now, Margot. We're going to start playing with movement. So here, I'm going to open up into my chest. As I open up in my left hand, breathe in and out as I lower and push back. I breathe in, open up, and out. One more. I breathe in and out. Press the left hand down, press the booty back, really feel the left side body. Now let's take a little switch. We switch, lift the right knee, left knee comes down, point the right knee out, kick your booty back, stretch the hands. And we circle the right hand up and over as we rise. And exhale, send the booty back. Keep going into that twist. Inhale as we rise. And exhale, lower. One more, yes, breathe in. And out. Kick the booty back, wiggle into the hips a bit. Now this time, point both knees down. Yeah, booty up high towards the sky. Down dog. Look forward and gently start walking your feet forward. Inhale as we halfway lift, we look up. And exhale as we fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold forward. One more. And exhale, fold forward. Breathe. Keep your feet active. Engage your thighs and slowly let's unroll vertebra by vertebra, and we're going to start playing with the undulations. So unroll and roll and roll. As you unroll, send your hips forward and your shoulders back. We breathe in and we keep going. Now we send the booty back and the chest forward, and we begin to lower. And we unroll again. Hips forward, shoulders back, and exhale. Two more, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Booty kicks back, chest forward. One more. And exhale. Now we're going to unroll completely. We breathe in. And we rise the hands up and over our head. And again, let's get that stretch in the side body. Right hand grabs your left wrist. Hold on to that left wrist. Rise towards the sky. Remember, not the ears, but the biceps could touch your ears, okay? You can keep your knees slightly bent if you need, but engage your thighs and send your hips forward. Now stretch. Pull that left wrist with your right hand towards the right. And try not to clog your head as well. Find space, lean back into those arms. When we come back to center, let's switch sides. Left hand, right wrist. Rise, breathe in. And exhale, let's twist over to the left. Engage the thighs, send your hips forward. Inhale and exhale. come back up to center, breathe in. And exhale, just let your hands slowly slide out to the sides and feel the movement of energy. And we make ourselves into Tadasana, mountain pose. As you find yourself in mountain pose, notice the characteristics to this position. Mountain, firm, stable. It brings this sense of power. Breathe into all of these characteristics. Feet are nice and firm. Thighs are active. Core is engaged. We feel the activation in our bandhas, Mula Bandha, Ujjana Bandha, sucking the belly in towards the spine, freeing our energy channels, lengthening the spine completely. Breathe. Arms are nice and long towards the sides of the body, palms facing up. Breathe in and out. Circle the hands up and over the head. Breathe in. And exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift and look up. Exhale, bend the knees and step both feet back into high plank. Breathe in here. Exhale, bring your knees down. Take your chaturanga. From chaturanga, slide your hips back, your feet back. Come up into bhujangasana. Exhale, lower. We come up into upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. We look forward, breathe in. And we exhale, step one foot at a time, jump, hop, pick whatever works for you. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Slowly unroll as you circle the hands up and over, breathing in, and right away we flow. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump, or walk back into your plank. Hold into that plank. Breathe in. On the exhale, you can bring the knees down or lean forward and take your full chaturanga. On the inhale, slide the balls of the feet and open up into your chest, lengthening the spine. Exhale, you find down dog. And we rise into the right foot as you breathe in and you breathe out. Step your right foot in between the hands. Yes. Start bringing your left knee down onto the floor and circle your right hand up high. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Circle that right hand down, back onto the floor. Now we're going to switch. Left hand circles up and over. One more time. Lower, up, and down. Hands come down. Take the back knee off of the floor. Now this time, right hand circles. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Right hand comes down. Outside that right foot, back heel comes down. Almost as if we're in a warrior's base. So we're trying to open up into that left hip. Circle the left hand up and over. Breathe in. Really open up. And out. One more. Breathe in. And out. Place the hands down onto the floor. Lift the back heel. Slide the right foot back into your chaturanga. Kumbhakasana, plank. Chaturanga, up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Just rise right away, left foot, breathe in. Exhale, step in between the hands. Right knee comes down. Right hand stays down, circled. Left hand up and down. Up and down. Left hand down, right hand circles up and down. Up and down. Hands come down, take the back knee off of the floor. Right hand down, left hand circles. Breathe in, up and down. One more, rise up. Left hand lowers, back heel comes down. Warrior's base, right hand, open up into that right hip. Right hand circles up and down. Up and down. Hand comes down. Lift the back heel, press, slide the left leg back, and take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lift the right foot up high, breathe in. Exhale, step. Same thing here. Left knee comes down, right hand circles. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. This time, right hand down, left hand circles. Adjust that back foot. If you need to circle that back foot a bit, it's fine. But we really want to create that external rotation. Circle and down. One more. Really open up. And lower the hand down. Take the back knee off of the floor. Right hand circles up and down. Up and down. Now we switch. Back heel down. Circle, left hand up and down. Up and down. Now this time we rise into warrior two. Up. Breathe in. Right hand over, reverse your warrior. And we come back, we lower, we breathe in into Utthita Padasvakonasana. Same thing, and we come back into our reverse warrior. One more, lower, breathe in, and rise. Okay, stay here in your reverse warrior. Lift, lengthen your right foot and point your right toes inwards. Now keep stretching that right hand. We're getting that nice stretch in the right side body, and we're pointing the right hand towards the left foot. And we lower, and we lower, and we lower, and we try to grab the ankle or the foot. We keep getting that nice side body stretch. Breathe. Breathe. And your left hand can go up towards the sky. I always like to bring my hands onto my lower back, onto my hip, to try and see if they're aligned, because we really get disaligned here. So I send my left hand into the center or onto the left, then I adjust because I want my hips to be squared. Okay, I breathe in. Now from here, we're going to start bending the left knee. We keep the hand onto the ankle or to the shin. And we start lowering into a skandasana. The right foot starts pointing up high. Use the hands here. We're still holding on to that ankle, yeah? Try and lower completely. Use your hands if necessary. And if you can stay a bit high, yeah, that's fine. And it's okay to stay a bit high here. We're going to keep holding on to that ankle. And we're going to lift left hand up high, press the right heel down and point the toes up high. Now stretch the left hand over the head. Remember to keep pressing that left knee out. And stretch your left hand over your head. towards your right foot. Breathe in and out. One more. And out. And we come back up. We breathe in. Beautiful. Now this time, just bring the left knee in. Yeah, point your right toes up high, adjust the booty. Notice the left side body feels much more awake here. Lengthen, your arms rise. On the exhale, we fold forward. Yes. We breathe in and we exhale, fold forward. One more. And we exhale, fold forward. Inhale as we lengthen the spine, and we're going to start walking towards the right foot. So lift the booty and walk your right foot forward. Yes. Flex that back foot, because now we're going to come into warrior three. Breathe in as we lean forward. Take the back knee off of the floor. Exhale, fly. And we're going to try and take the hands off of the floor. Yes. Play with the variations. Remember, here we want the hips squared. Breathe. Breathe. Yes, well done. Breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, step. Tadasana. Breathe in, reset. Breathe out. Circle the hands up and over. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Look up. Exhale, bend the knees. Step back. Take your chaturanga of choice. Up dog as you breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Left foot rises, breathe in. Exhale, step. The left foot, right knee comes down. Left hand circles. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Left hand down onto the floor. Adjust the back hip if you need. Right arm circles. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Right hand down onto the floor. Take the back knee off of the floor. Left hand circles up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Left hand steps onto the floor. Back heel comes down. Open up into that right hip. Circle, right hand up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And we rise into warrior two as we breathe in. And we reverse as we breathe out. And we come back to Utthita Padasana. Breathe in. Press that back heel. Get the nice side body stretch. And reverse. We lower one more time. Breathe in. And then we reverse. Now from here, we lengthen the front leg. And we point the left toe inward. Yes, we're going to keep stretching the left hand up and over towards the right foot. Yeah, keep stretching, keep stretching, keep stretching. Beautiful. Take that little tip I gave you. Bring your right hand up high towards the sky. Bring the ball of the hand down, the palm of the hand down onto your lower back, and feel the hips. If you're maybe hinging the hip over to the right a bit, or if they're neutral, breathe. Breathe. And breathe. Now, keep the left hand onto your right ankle. We're going to start bending the right knee as we lengthen the left leg. Yes. Now start pointing the left toes up high. If you feel like you need to use your hands here, go for it. And lower. but try and keep that left foot active. Keep your left hand holding on to your right ankle, lengthen the spine, rise with the right hand. Keep pushing that right knee out, okay? And then right hand over the head towards the left. One more breath in and out. We come up as we breathe in. Slowly lower the right hand and lower the right knee, facing the front of the mat. Okay, we lengthen the spine. Wow, my knees are doing pretty good. Breathe. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale as we lengthen. Now this time we're going to start walking towards the front of the mat. So lift the booty up a bit, flex the back toes, and lean forward. Yes. We breathe in here, take the back knee off of the floor, send your weight forward. We breathe out and fly. Now you can take the hands off of the floor and play with your warrior three here. And it's almost the same thing we did in that position, Prasarita Padottanasana, trying to keep your hips neutral. We don't want to unbalance the hips here. So left and right hip, same line. Breathe. Breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, step. One full breath in Tadasana. And one full breath out. And we circle, hands up and over, breathing in. And exhale, we fold forward. Inhale as we rise, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump or hop back, take your chaturanga. Inhale, up, dog. Exhale, child's pose. So open your knees, nice and out to the sides. And let your upward trunk really weigh down. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. We slowly come up. We come up. Yeah. Circle your legs forward. Place your feet right in front of you. Let's take Matsyendrasana. Right hand is going to go under. It's the same twist we do when we're reclined laying on our back. Grab your left foot. Bring it in. Yeah. Right foot over. Send the right booty down onto the floor. Hug the right knee with the left hand. Remember I told you that last class we did to bring your hand right onto the hip here. Yeah, I really like doing that because sometimes the booty comes off of the floor and we don't even notice, like right now. So by bringing my hand right onto this little joint, I push, I press and push down. Okay, so now I'm really feeling my left hip more than I am my right. I hug my right knee in and I twist. Breathe. Breathe. And breathe. And we slowly come back to center. And we're just going to switch. So circle and circle. Same thing, other side. So left hand grabs your right ankle. Bring it in. Right hand grabs your left. Same thing here. That little trick, which I really like. Bringing the hand onto the hip and really pushing the hip down. You're like, ooh, my hips are leveled here. Hug that left knee with the right hand. Lengthen through the spine. Breathe in. And exhale, look over your left shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Breathe in. And exhale, twist. Beautiful. We release, we come back to center. We unwrap our legs. Let's take a forward fold. So thighs touch the chest touches the thighs. And again, it's the same movement. The movement comes from the hip. So if you want to bring the hands onto the hip and roll them back, trying to keep that connection, and then maybe grab the big toes and slowly lower. What we want here is to keep the chest connected to the thighs. If the chest disconnects to the thighs and I manage to lengthen my legs, but I'm rounding the spine, that's not the objective, okay? We really want to work the lower back and the hamstring. So for that, this flexion comes from the hips. Yeah, breathe in. And we send the hip back and we send the chest forward. Beautiful. We breathe in and we fold forward. And we breathe in and we fold forward. Let's unroll and let's take butterfly pose. So Baddha Konasana, bringing the feet together, lengthening the spine. And you can play with the distance your feet are from your hips. I like to bring them really close because then that's where I notice I'm very tight. And same thing here, pelvic floor. Belly button towards the spine. Lengthen. Breathe. And exhale, fold forward. You can always bring the hands onto the knees as you press the knees down. Try not to round the spine. So feel that string pulling you towards the sky. Yeah, breathe. One more. Exhale. We come back up. Breathe. Hold on to the outer sides of the knees. Bring the knees in. And now we're going to take Upavista Konasana. So very similar, kind of like to what we did standing, yeah, in Prasarita Padottanasana. We're going to breathe in, but this time, instead of doing like a twist like we were doing, we're going to flex forward the whole body. So again, the movement comes from the hips. Breathe in. And exhale, fold forward. Press the heels down, toes point up. Yeah. Breathe. And exhale, just maybe wiggle down. Breathe. And exhale. One last breath in. And out. Let's come back. Up, up, and up. Woo! Hold on to those legs. Bring the knees in. Let's take Navasana, boat pose. So rise up. Legs rise. Breathe in. Yes, and let's slowly lower. Lower, 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 and lower completely. Give yourself a nice wiggle here. Hug your knees into your chest. Draw both knees over to the right. Draw both knees over to the left. Ooh. Come back to center. Take happy baby. And release that lower back, sending it down. Release the shoulders, press it down. Press the hands against the feet, drawing the knees towards the floor, really opening up into those hips.
the feet together. Place the feet down into Supta Baddha Konasana, so reclined feet down, yes, reclined butterfly pose. Stay here just for 3 breaths. Breathe. 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 Now slide the feet out to the sides. Ooh. Let your hands draw facing up towards the floor. Roll your shoulders. Adapt and adjust. And just take a long breath in through the nose. And open the mouth and just let the air come out. Gently, softly release any stored tension. And just let it all integrate, coming back to a neutral breathing. No instructions needed here. It's just really more about feeling, noticing what and how the body is talking to you. What's it saying? What's it telling you? And we wrap it up into our Shavasana.